You know, I really hate the fact that I have to damn near beat the crap out of my damn remote just to get the volume to turn down. Oh, hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing? Hi. You guys didn't hear me just berate my remote because the batteries are running low. Gotta love it. But what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a very special live stream for you guys. As you can see, in fact, let me turn off my social account tags so we can see everything perfectly fine. But ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year once again. For anyone who liked my baseball streams, unfortunately, for the next, I'd say about 2 or so months, you're not going to get much baseball. Sorry. No, it's basketball time. But yeah, 2024 NBA playoffs are here. The field is set. The regular season is over. And for the unfortunate teams that didn't make it to the playoffs or the play-in, we'll see you in what? 6-ish months? For October, when October hits and they're finally back in action. Of course, you got the draft coming up, you got free agency and everything, but we won't see them back on the court in 6 long months. So, you may be wondering, by the way, what's up, Elmo? Elmo is in the house, of course. Good to see Elmo. Coming at you live from Sesame Street. But, much what's going to happen is I'm going to go over each matchup and give my thoughts on it. And I'm even going to talk about the history between each matchup. And also, I'm going to go over my second half predictions that I made right after the All-Star break because I was too much of a dummy to make, predictions at the beginning of the season. So while I pull those up, which I've done so many streams, it's going to take me a minute to pull everything up. Actually, no, it's right here. So all I got to do is, let's see where we at. Here we go, right here. So let's start off with the East. Let me pull up right where I finished up here. All right, so yeah, let's do this, okay? I don't know why I always do this, where I just do not bother to make everything set up before going live. But anyways, let's do this. Okay, so let's go window capture. I don't know why, sometimes I do a stream on a whim, so yeah, I just be like, you know what, I'm going to go live. So I do. Alright, so as you guys can see, oh, look at the chat in that video. Love to see it. Let me actually cut off everything. Okay. This is the Eastern Conference, by the way, guys. Alright, there we are. Pretty much do it. Okay. And then we go stretch to screen. And then we drag this sucker all the way down to where my camera is to get me in front. Oh, hey. Hey, yo, look at this guy over here. Look at this freaking stooge. Who the heck is this guy? Oh, man, dude. I could roast myself because that's me. I'm him. Okay, enough. But as you can see, how did I freaking do? I mean, I didn't do too bad, honestly. Of course, I had the Celtics winning the division. They did. I mean, no, they won the conference. Well, I guess if the NBA had their version of the President's Cup, they would have won it. Yeah, which they don't yet. Knowing Adam Silver, he'll somehow develop a trophy like that to give to the best team in the league. But Celtics, number 1 in the conference, no surprise there. I had the Cavs at number 2, and they were this close to being number 2. But then JV's like, actually, I want to be number 4. So, Bucks wound up being 3, Cavs 4, the Sixers. Oh, yeah, I did not bank on Embiid getting hurt. That's right, yeah. They're in the play-in. Ouch. Now, yeah, Knicks and Heat. Well, the Knicks I sort of got, right? But they're number 2 now. The Heat in the play-in. Pacers. I think they're what, the 6th seed now? 6? Magic, I had them in the play-in. They're number 5 seed. Got to give a lot of credit to Coach Mosley and that gang over there. Because gee whiz, man, they shocked everybody, including me. That's for sure. Bulls, pretty much where I had them before. Hawks and Bulls in the play-in. Yeah. So essentially, I got the field right, just not the placement. Of course, the Nets finished right where I had them. Just outside, looking in. They tried like crazy to catch the Hawks, but they just couldn't get there. Raptors, Hornets, Wizards, Pistons. Yeah, same old, same old. So I'd say I did pretty good. Do we know the schedule yet? I do know we play on Saturday. Someone said DraftKings had us as the 2 o'clock game. So we'll see if that is true or not. What's up, Daniel? Congrats on the Guards win. Yeah, Guardians played earlier this morning, 11 a.m., and they beat the Red Sox 6-0. Pretty damn good game from Curry. All right, Cavs going to end up number 1. Well, we're actually number 4. We could have been number 2, but our coach wanted to be number 4. Hope it doesn't bite us in the butt. Eric, what's going on? Of course. So, yeah, all I got wrong was the placement. Not too bad. Not bad at all. Got the cast right, just didn't get the placement right. Oh well. So now, let's see how I did. As you see again, here's the bracket. Let's see how I did in the West. All right, Western. Where's the West at? Damn you. Here it is. All right. West. Okay. Ooh. All right. Again, got the cast right. Just a little. Hey, I got the Thunder. Yo, I picked the Thunder to win the West, and they did. Hey, I got that right. Clippers, though, I had them at number 2. I don't think, yeah, they're not number 2. We should be able to beat the Magic. I hope so. If we don't, I'm going to be, oh, damn. That'd be sad. I said, yeah, I got the cast of characters right. Of course, the play-in teams out West. I actually got the play-in teams right. I just messed up the matchups a little bit. Instead of Kings, Pels, and Lakers, Warriors, it's Lakers, Pels, Kings, Warriors. All right. Wow. And then Clippers, of course, they're, I think they're what, the 4 or 5? They face the Mavs. I had them as the number 2 seed. Wow. I mean, then again, you know, they did have that little funk that they had that they went on. But it was essentially a battle for first place between 3 teams all year. Thunder, Nugs, and Wolves all year, pretty much. It was those 3 teams. It was crazy. Those are my predictions. Again, overall, did pretty good. I'd say, if I do say so myself. And we'll see who comes out on top. Now, with that being said, let's get into the playoff matchup history. And then I'll give you guys my prediction on each series as well. Starting off with the play-in round, we're going to go, does not know the schedule. As soon as it shows up, we can get rolling on it. Okay, here we go. My computer's been acting rebellious lately. More specifically, my damn internet. It's been jumpy like crazy. I mean, it's honestly been as jumpy as a jackrabbit on Adderall. Wait, what? Yeah, I just pulled like a Sandy Cheeks thing that she always did on SpongeBob. Jumpier than a freaking jackrabbit on Adderall. Ah. Drugs. Anyways, kind of funny how our first game is on 420. Ooh. Alright, but let's take a look at the schedule. Okay. So, tomorrow, 7:30 p.m., we got the Pelicans and the Lakers. Let's take a look. Lakers versus Pelicans. Playoff history. What is this now? The second time that the Lakers have been in the play-in since it was established, coming out of the bubble? Yeah, the last time they were in it was the year they beat the Warriors, coming out of the bubble. The year after. They were in the first legit bubble. I mean, like the first legit play-in round. So they've only played each other 6 times in the playoffs. It was 2011. Back then, it was the New Orleans Hornets against the Lakers. Lakers won the series 4-2. That's the only time they faced off. And you look at these two as matchup-wise. I mean, you can't go against LeBron and company, especially in the playoffs. I mean, it's good to see Zion's healthy and going out there. You know, they got a damn good team in New Orleans, but you can't go against Los Angeles. It's the way it is, right? So I'm going to have Los Angeles taking this one on the road, and they will actually go on to play the 2 seed. Because for those who didn't know, the winner of the Lakers and Pelicans game faces the Nugs. Oh my God, we get Nugs Lakers again? Ooh, hoo-hoo. Yeah. And then the loser, this being the Pelicans, would face the winner of Warriors Kings for a chance to play the Thunder. Funny thing is, if we get Pelicans Thunder, technically those two teams are, well, sorta related. A little bit. Fun fact, during after Hurricane Katrina, the then New Orleans Hornets played in OKC. I believe some lucky fans around that area probably have Oklahoma City Hornet jerseys that were made. Because they wore those. I wanted us to play the Magic. I think every Cavs fan wanted us to play the Magic. Mostly. Some of them wanted us to face, the Pacers, but for me, it was either Magic or Pacers. I knew we would probably duck, the 2 seed because we didn't want to have to run into the Heat or the Sixers. Especially because JB knows his job is probably on the line this year. For sure. Yeah. If they underachieve, he's gone. So yeah, I'm gonna actually roll with the Lakers to beat the Pelicans, and thus the Pelicans would go to face the winner of Kings and Warriors. Warriors, ironically enough, are a better team on the road than they are at home, which is crazy considering that when they played at Oracle was renowned as one of the best home court advantages based off of atmospheres in the NBA. Now they play at the Chase Center and it's just completely different vibe. Now again, loser of this game, Warriors and Kings, their season is done, and they will be in the lottery, or I think there'll be a lottery. Let me check the lottery real quick, just to see if any teams don't even have a pick. Imagine sucking this year and not even having a pick. That's tough. Let's see the Hankathon. Ah. Of course, the WNBA draft is coming up in about, 45-ish minutes. So, looking at the NBA draft order, for anyone who really wants to know, obviously, we don't know the draft order yet, but in terms of the teams for the lottery, Portland will have 2 picks now. OKC will have a pick in the play-in because of the Rockets. Houston will have a pick as well from the Brooklyn Nets. And that's it. Yeah, that's it. Now, depending on, I guess some of them could depend on where. So teams might still lose their pick based off of where they are. A lot of picks are protected. But you may have some that might not be protected. Right? Well, do the Cavs have a pick? Yes, we do. We have the 20th pick. We're not in the lottery. So our pick is solidified. We have 20. And am I going to do a, draft reaction video? Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. We'll see. There's a good chance I will, though. Now, let's talk about this Warriors-Kings matchup, okay? Because I know these two teams have faced off before in the playoffs. In fact, last year, they faced off. They might have faced off. Yeah, they've played 412 regular season and 7 playoff games. Last year was the first time they ever faced off. That's crazy. They never faced off when they were in different locations. So, yeah, this is the first time they've ever faced off. Wow. And the Warriors took them down in 7. And then, of course, they play this year in the play-in. Second consecutive year they're facing each other. Do the Kings have revenge on the mind? You know damn well they do. Will they be able to win? We'll see. Shane says, my is the Phoenix Suns. Yep. So, I'm going to go with, I can't go against Curry, to be honest. I can't. I'm going to go with the Warriors on the road to beat the Kings. Yeah. Curry has always had their number, seemingly. So, yeah, Warriors are going to win that one. So that means in the, I guess, the 8th place game, it will be Warriors versus Pelicans. And you already know these two teams have faced off before. I look at their playoff history. And yeah, they faced off before. 9 playoff games. They faced off in 2015. Warriors swept them. 2018, Warriors won 4-1. So, obviously way different this time around. And I mean, no KD this time as well. Not to mention, the Pelicans got some really good players. But again, you're facing Curry and company. This is another team that the Warriors kind of have their number. And I think the Warriors are going to take care of business again. So I got the Warriors going against the Thunder in the first round. So yeah, that's the Western Conference side. Now, let's look at the East side. First game on the docket. My lights are dimming. That's not good. Oh boy. But yeah, Miami versus Philadelphia. My lights just dim like crazy. I was like, oh God, what's going on? What's going on up there? Miami versus Philadelphia. All right. Obviously, these two teams have a little bit of a history. They have faced off before, right? You figure they would. Heat versus Sixers. Of course they faced off. I believe they faced off several times, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have. I'm almost sure they faced off multiple times. 16 playoff games. They faced off only twice. 2018, legendary series there by the Sixers. They won in 5. And then the Heat got their revenge in 2022. Eastern Conference semifinals. Yep. So, obviously, winner of this one faces off against the Knicks. And boy, yes, I kind of want the Sixers to win just to see the banter on social media going back and forth between Knicks and Sixers fans. Right? Sixers fans complaining about Jalen Brunson, kind of foul baiting a little bit. But then it's like Knicks fans are going to be just obnoxious when dealing with Joel Embiid. But yeah, I'm going to go Sixers. Yeah. I don't think the Heat have that type of magic this year. I think the Sixers edge them out. I could see it. I could see the game being very close. Final minutes within a possession or two. And then Joel Embiid does Joel Embiid things. And somehow the Sixers escape and they will face the Knicks. But then the Heat face the winner of Bulls and Hawks. And obviously, Bulls, Hawks, I know they faced off a couple times in their past. But yeah, I mean, we're going to have DeMar DeRozan versus Trae Young, possibly, and DeJounte Murray. 22 total playoff series, or games in the playoffs. The Hawks won the first 2 in 67 and 70 by a combined 7 games to 1. Then Michael Jordan came around and the Bulls started whooping their butt. 3-0 sweep in 93 in favor of the Bulls. And then 97, 4-1 Bulls took that series. And then finally 2011, the Bulls beat the Hawks in 6 games when the Bulls were a juggernaut. Now, obviously, the Bulls are nowhere near that level. And the Hawks, they're just a derpy little team. I don't know if the Hawks are going to have enough. The Bulls are going to squeak it out. Yeah. I think the Bulls are going to somehow, some way squeak it out. And they're going to take down the Hawks. And then for the second year in a row, they lose to the Miami Heat in the play-in. Josh from the Sports Fury is going to throw something, I bet. Can't get out of the play-in. They're locked in to the play-in. Like they're locked in a cage almost. They can't get out. So there you have it. My Eastern Conference playoffs matchups. Celtics Heat again. That is a history. Cavs Magic. Bucks Pacers. Knicks versus Sixers. Out west, Thunder, Warriors, Clippers, Mavs, Suns, Wolves, Nuggets versus Lakers. Again. All right. So, what's this now? Oh. With that being said, let's get into the fun. Okay? My ultimate predictions. Am I going to revise this after the play-ins are done? No. This is my ultimate prediction right here. So, we're going to start off in the West. Starting off with the 1 seed versus the 4 seed. Of course, that being Warriors and Thunder. Now, obviously, again, these two have a history. Mainly in the mid 2010s. They faced off a couple times as the Warriors versus Sonics. They split those two matchups. Warriors won the first one in 1975, 4-2. But then the Sonics got their comeback. They got that comeback. They got that comeback. What? They got their revenge. Well, I guess they got their lick back. Pretty much, right? They got that sweet, sweet revenge. About what? 27 years later? Yeah. No. 17 years later. 17 years later, they got their revenge, beating the Warriors 3-1 in 1992. And then, of course, 2016 came around. Thunder fans don't want to hear it. Warriors came back from down 3-1. And then the Cavs hit them with that Uno card, and the Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. Yeah. Obviously, the Thunder are a very young team, very good. They got a bright-ass future ahead of them. So bright you gotta wear glasses. But they're facing off against Steph Curry and company. I think this will be a 6 or 7 game series without a doubt. I think I'm probably gonna roll with, right now, I'm gonna probably go Thunder. I know. It's crazy, right? But the Warriors have just been so underwhelming over the years. Well, actually, this year, especially. I mean, the Thunder are a damn good team. And this year, the Thunder have had the Warriors' number. And it's going to be tough. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is that guy. And I think he'll have what it takes to help that team win this series. So, Thunder advance. They get their revenge again on the Warriors. And they advance to the second round. Now, when I talk about rematches, Mavericks versus Clippers, these two teams have faced off now 3 out of the last 5 years. Obviously, new faces on each team. I mean, the Clippers have James Harden and Russell Westbrook. The Mavericks have Kyrie Irving. This is going to be a bar fight, and I am here for it. First time they ever met in the bubble. First round, Clippers won 4-2. They met the very next year. Clippers won in 7. So, Mavericks, this is your year to do it. Get revenge on these guys. Alright? Because you're probably going to see them again soon. The way this is going. But this is going to be a banger series. I'm going to try to do as many games of this series as possible. My ultimate motive is to get at least 1 game of every series. Hopefully. There's not really any series that make me want to hurl, so that's good. I'm going to try and do at least 1 of every series. I might even do a couple with my guy JB Taylor, too. So, we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to actually go with the Mavericks in 7. Yeah. Mavericks are finally going to get past the Clippers, and they're going to face off against the Thunder in the second round. Give me the Mavs. Next up, we got, the Wolves and the Suns. Timberwolves versus Suns playoff history. They have never played each other in the playoffs. That's crazy, but think about it. These two teams have been kind of booty at almost the same time. And what do you know? They're good at the same time. So you knew this was probably going to happen at some point. Now, you look at these two teams matched up. Karl-Anthony Towns is probably going to be back. And you have Anthony Edwards, you have McDaniels, you have a solid core of guys around them. They're going up against KD. They're going up against Bradley Beal, Devin Booker. A solid team again around those guys. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Suns. I don't know if my guy Scott's in the chat watching. He's a Minnesota sports fan. Sorry, I gotta go with the Suns. They've been there, done that. They're trying to make it back to the finals. The Wolves haven't really shown me much of anything over the years. Good to see them actually consistently in the playoffs, though. But you just drew a horrible matchup in the Suns, facing KD and company. I'm going to go Suns over the Wolves. I'm going to say this goes 6. Yeah. And then we got the Nuggets versus the Lakers. Obviously, these two teams have faced off before. I believe last year. Yep, I'm looking at their history right now. And they have faced off many times, actually. 37 total playoff games, dating all the way back to 1979, when it was only a 3-game series in the first round. Lakers took the first ever series between these two games to 1. And then the Lakers won again in 4 games to 1 in 85. 87, Lakers win 3-0. 2008, Lakers won 4-0. And then 2009, the very next year, Lakers win in 6. Then 2012, Lakers won in 7. 2020 in the bubble, Lakers won in 5. And then, what do you know? Hey, yo! The Nuggets swept the Lakers in the conference finals in 2023 on their way to winning the NBA championship. And now, according to this, I have them facing off again in the first round, which technically means, these two teams have played, this would be at most, what is this, like 10 consecutive playoff games, like legit playoff games against one another? Possibly. No, 8. 8, possibly. At least 8 consecutive legit playoff games against these two. If the Lakers get to this part. Which again, all they got to do is win 1 game. Beat the Pelicans tomorrow and you're in. Simple as that. Now, again, I mean, Jokic, Murray and company versus LeBron and AD. If LeBron and AD are healthy throughout the entire series, I'm actually going to go with the Nuggets. Again. Yeah. Nuggets are going to pull it off in 7. Yep. Give me the Nuggies in 7. Beating the Lakers again. Now moving on to the Eastern Conference side. Of course, I got Heat versus Celtics. I don't even really need to go over the history between these two. There's a lot of it. They have faced off many times again. I mean, God, I can't even tell you. This is a legit rivalry. 37 total playoff games. It's as close as you could get, dating back to 2010. Eastern Conference first round. Celtics 1 in 5. And then LeBron shows up. They face off the next year. And the Heat get that revenge, winning in 5. 2012, Heat 1 in 7. And then they didn't meet again for 8 years until the bubble. Heat won again in 6. And then 2022 playoffs, Celtics 1 in 7. And then last year, in one of the craziest series I've ever seen, the Heat blew a 3-1 lead, but they finished it off. Yeah, they had us thinking they were going to blow a 3-0 lead, actually, because they were up 3-0. So technically, they blew a 3-0 lead. But they won that game that mattered. So, yeah. They beat them again in 2023, and now they're trying to do it again here this year. Now, name a bigger rivalry, the Celtics versus the playoffs lately. I don't know if I can trust Boston against try-hard Jimmy Butler and the playoff Miami Heat. And Spoelstra knows playoffs. He loves coaching in the playoffs. And, the Heat are trying to do that whole script thing again like last year. And I can't trust Jason Tatum. I can't. However, what the heck? I got the Heat winning again. Give me the Heat in 6, beating the Celtics. Yep, give me the Heat. Next, we got my series. Cavs and Magic. Now, looking up their history, I believe they've only played one time. That was 2009. Yeah. Yeah. 2009, I believe what was. Oh, wait, that's all time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they only met one time in the playoffs. 2009. It won't show me 09, but yeah, we lost that series. We already know. Freaking Howard, Dwight Howard, Petrus. Ugh, I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, I think the Magic do put up a fight, but I got the Cavs winning this series in 6 games. Yeah, give me the Cavs. Next, we got the Bucks and the Pacers. Oh boy. Now again, take a look at the Bucks versus Pacers history here. I'm pretty sure these two teams have met before. In the playoffs, 8 total games. 1999 and 2000. Pacers won both. 3-0, sweep in 99 in the first round, and then 2000 in the first round, Pacers won 3-2. So this is now, it's been 24 years, and they're meeting again. Wow. This is going to be an underrated matchup. I have to just probably go 7. Legit. Let's go 7. Damon Giannis versus Tyrese Halliburton. Miles Turner, Pascal Siakam. Ooh. Now, while I do think the Pacers will put up a great fight, I mean, they got Rick Carlisle, too, who's a goated coach. In fact, I got the Pacers winning in 7. Yeah. I think coaching will be a big factor here. Can't trust Doc Rivers in the playoffs. So give me Rick Carlisle and the Pacers to win this one. And yeah, they advance to the second round. Knicks and Sixers. Oh boy. All right. Knicks versus Sixers. Playoff history. 33 total playoff games, and they haven't met since 1989. And the Sixers have dominated this overall series. Now, they met first in 1950. They met 1950, 51, 52, 54, 59, 68, 78, 83, and 89. So this wasn't even modern NBA. Mostly. A lot of these matchups were before the three-point line was established. If it was established, it was still in its infancy. Like, what the heck? But I think this would be an all-around banger of a matchup if this were to happen. I would stream damn near... I would try to stream every game of this series. Legit. Back and forth. This is a 7-game series, if it were to happen. So, when it comes down to it, Sixers versus Knicks, Thibodeau versus Nurse, 2 defensive geniuses. Obviously, Nurse has an NBA title to his resume. Thibodeau doesn't, at least as a head coach. With that, I think the Knicks would edge them out in 7. So, yeah. Second round matchups. Thunder versus Mavericks. Ooh. Suns versus Nugs in the West. And then you would, of course, have Heat versus Cavs. So we'd have to go through the Florida Gauntlet. Lovely. Yep. And then you would have Pacers versus Knicks. And now those two teams have a history. Starting off with the first Western Conference matchup, Thunder versus Mavericks. I'm not sure if these two teams have ever played each other in the playoffs. I don't know if they have. Seems like they have. 23 games in the playoffs. Oh, damn. Wow. Okay, so it was mainly with the Sonics versus the Mavs. They met twice. And the Sonics and Mavs split in 84 and 87. Since the Thunder were established, 2011, 2012, and 2016 were the 3 times they faced off. The Thunder took 2 of the series, 4-0 in 2012 and 4-1 in 2016. And then the Mavs won in 2011, obviously, because they went on to win the title, winning that one 4 in 5 games. Yeah, that was a banger series. Wow. I expect nothing less here. Luka and Kyrie versus Shai Alexander, SGA. But man, I like Luka. That's my guy. Kyrie is... We still got love for Kyrie over here in Cleveland, or up there in Cleveland. I used to live up there. I don't live there no more. Of course. Our high school softball team hit walk-off. Oh, nice. I got the Mavericks taking down the Thunder. Luka goes nuts. Kyrie does Kyrie things in the playoffs. He's one of the better playoff performers in the NBA. Can't underestimate Kyrie Irving. Everyone else shows up. And I think experience does wonders for the Mavs as well. Because they've been there and done that mostly. But I'm going to go with the Mavs taking down the Thunder in 6 games. Yeah, 6 games for the Mavs. And they head to the conference finals to face off against the Suns or the Nugs. Now, I don't think these two teams... Have they faced off? Oh, yeah, they have. Yeah, they have. I remember. Yeah. Okay. Suns versus Nuggets all-time history. Yeah, they faced off 19 total playoff games. 1982, 83. They split. Suns 1-3. Nuggets win in 3 the next year in overtime. Wow, the final game in overtime. Wow. The Suns then clapped back in 89 with a sweep 3-0. And they've met twice in, I guess, the modern NBA. Suns winning in 2021 in a sweep. And then the Nuggets got that lick back in 2023 with that 4-2 series win. So, yeah, love to see it. So, I'm actually going to go with the Nugs to beat the Suns because Jokic is that guy. And somehow, some way, they're going to beat the Suns in 7. So give me the Nuggies to go against the Mavs in the conference finals. It's crazy, right? Nuggies and Mavs. And then in the East, of course, we got Cavs versus Heat. I don't think they've ever faced off in the playoffs. If they have, it was a long time ago. They almost faced off a couple times. But, you know, all the teams were in the way. Yeah, all other teams were in the way. So, I don't think it'll let me know how many playoff games will it? No, it won't. No. Yeah, I don't think they faced off against them. Bummer. Bummer. Yeah, they have never faced off. So, this would be the first time they would face off in the playoffs. And I think it'd be a certified 7-game, 6-game series. And, I think Spoelstra would outdo JB Bozo's staff, and the Heat would take down the Cavs in 6 games. Yep. Eric Spoelstra coaches circles around JB Bozo's staff, and the Heat advance to the conference finals again, where they would face off the Knicks or the Pacers. And boy, when I tell you about a playoff series and a little bit of history, oh man, these two, oh boy. Reggie Miller would probably be lurking over there looking for all, what's-his-face, sitting on the sideline. That's where this came from. Remember, Reggie Miller did the choke? Spike Lee, choke. Yeah. They would be showing that image all series long. Like, for real. 41 total playoff games. The Pacers have the edge 22-19. The Pacers, a lot of these were mostly in before 2000. Yeah. Not, or like what? Early, mid-90s. Actually, all of the entire 90s. They faced off. And then 2000, ow. And then 2013, the Pacers won in 6. So, yeah, this would be another banger series. Like I said, there would be no, like, boring series. Every series would be streamable, really. And, damn. I might have some fights in the stands, too. Nah. I would have to go, I think, with Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. Yeah. So, we would get Knicks versus Heat and Mavs versus Nuggets in the freaking conference finals. What a Looney Tune ass thing that is, right? Mavs and Nugs, Knicks and Heat. Huh? Now, Mavs versus Nuggets. Let me take a look. Mavericks versus Nuggets all-time playoff history. 11 total playoff games. 2 series. 1988 went to the Mavs in 6. 2009 went to the Nuggets in 5. You'd have Jokic versus Luka. Ooh, battle of the Euro dudes. All right. Yeah. Kyrie versus Jamal Murray. And you say Showtime? It would be up to coaching, and it would be up to depth. And the way I see it, I think the Nuggets just have slight more depth. Slightly. Whoa. I think this would go 7, automatic. And I think the Nuggets would once again edge them out. Yeah. Give me the Nuggets in 7. If we don't beat the Magic, we should fire JV. JV will be fired if we don't win the first round playoff series. I can almost bank on it. And then in the East, you'd have Heat versus Knicks. And I know they faced off before a couple times, especially during the Heatles era. There is a little bit of a rivalry, of course. 35 total playoff games dating back to 1997. Heat 1-7. 98, Knicks 1-5. 99, Knicks 1-5. 2000, Knicks 1-7. They faced on 4 straight years. 97, 98, 99, and 2000. Semifinals. First round, semifinals. And then, oh look, 2012, first round, Heat win in 5. 2013, Heat win in 6. And it went Knicks, Knicks, Knicks. And now it's Heat, Heat. Give me the Heat again. Yeah. Give me the freaking Heat to win this one. The Heat are going back to the NBA title championship again to face the Nuggets again. And ladies and gentlemen, I have a repeat. Yeah. Give me Jokic to do it again. Yeah. Give me Jokic to do it again. Obviously, these two in different conferences. They don't really have a playoff history, I don't think. Yeah, they only faced off one time. They faced off, 5 games. Nuggets 1-5. Remember that. And I think the Nuggets repeat. They win this one in 6. And I think Heat fans will never want to eat nuggets or see a nugget ever again. So there you have it. That's my Looney Tune playoff prediction. I'm going to probably do something like this after the play-in round is done. I'm going to actually give my legit predictions. This is as of right now. We'll see what the matchups look like. I'll be doing it on ESPN or on the NBA website. So we'll see what happens. So this will probably change depending on the matchups too. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna head out and I'm gonna get ready to watch the WNBA draft, see where Caitlin Clark and them go. So I will see you all tomorrow for some NBA play-in action. I'll be live for the first game of the tournament. I believe it'll be the Lakers and the Pelicans, so I'll be live for that at 7:30. I'm going to talk to JB Taylor, see if he'd want to do that game. We'll see, though. With that being said, guys, I'm going to head out, and I will see you all tomorrow. And playoffs are here.